I want to tell you about stop looking at the studio YouTube app. It's definitely going to play on your mental. Listen to me, and I tell you, point blank, stop looking at the studio app when you posting. What I'm starting to notice is that how I'm consuming myself a little too much looking at the studio app. I'm nowhere near close to monetize, but posting videos, sometimes you start to get consumed with looking at your view count, looking at how many people looked at your videos. It starts to weigh on you. It does start to mess with your mental because you're steady busy looking at that studio app, and it's making you look at your videos and say, I'm doing something wrong. A lot of times, most of the times, I'm realizing too, for the information I'm putting out there and just talking about my YouTube journey, I am putting out good information, but what I'm noticing is when I look at my titles, I might have to structure my titles different. And then next thing you know, I'm starting to get more looks. But also, looking at that, it consumes a lot of your energy. I don't care what no one tells you. If anyone tells you, keep looking at your analytics and all that, look, it will consume you, and it will definitely start to weigh on your mental. What I'm starting to notice is when I'm putting out my videos, you do have to start to lay your videos out, your topics out. I would advise going with your topics first, because that way you also know what you actually want to talk about, and also research it just in case you might have second thoughts. But also think about this. If no one talked about this certain topic that you're going to talk about, it might be a thing that you're the first one to the table, and you might end up getting people end up looking at your video, and then next thing you know, I'm not going to say it's going to go viral, but you might end up getting a lot of subscribers and view counts. That's why I'm starting to realize that you, in the beginning, you do not want to look at the studio app, looking at your subscribers a lot, because what happen is you'll start doing videos, implement it around trying to get more subscribers, whereas though you start to lose your consistency of you being relatable and talking about certain things that actually matter, you know. But don't lose your sense of direction. That boy cut me right off. Don't lose your sense of direction. Your sense of direction is going to garner you more audience that's going to be relatable to you. And when you do that, sky's the limit. That's one thing that I end up messing up in the beginning. I kept looking at the studio app, and I started looking at my videos like, wait a minute, that's not good enough. It was good enough. Put that video out. Don't sit up there and talk yourself out of a video that you did and you spent a lot of time on. You do not know what that video is going to do. I can tell you that from just from me. You do not know where that video is going to lie at. Like it might end up getting a lot of people looking at your video, and then it might be also encouraging to other people that's looking at that video. You know, so don't let that discourage you. Another thing that I started noticing when it came to my YouTube app, the studio app, is I started looking at how many people was coming back to my channel. It should not matter when you're starting off. This is one thing that's going to bother you. When you start looking at these things, it's going to start making you looking at your video. It's going to start making you wonder, wait a minute, why didn't you stay longer? You're going to really start questioning yourself. And when you start questioning yourself, you're not going to be able to be productive doing your videos. Remember, you're building up a regimen that's making you actually be repetitive and start to have a plan how you do your videos. Don't keep doing your videos and start looking at the YouTube app, your studio app, and saying to yourself, wait a minute, I'm born in the beginning. I put it to you like this. You know if you're a born person. You know if you are someone that can talk. You know if you can gather like people's you can get an audience. If you know what kind of person you are, you know how you able to talk to people. That's how you have to do it. But if you are a born person, it's not that you're just born on camera. If you are naturally a born person, you don't know how to really speak, you kind of like fade out and look like that you're not entertained from what you're doing, or you're just not engaging, then you know you have to change that. But if you are a person that's outgoing, it's something that you're doing, and it might not just be in your video. It might be from your thumbnail or the topics that you're talking about. You just have to, or the title, your topic. Sometimes your topic can be labeled wrong. I fell into that. My topic was labeled wrong. I was trying to be overly creative in a topic. Sometimes when you overthink, you start doing things over the top to the point it's not going to resonate. Remember, your audience needs to be able to find you. If they can't find you, you're only going to see like 5 or 6 views and be like, damn, this video flopped. But in actuality, it's what you labeled it. You dog walking. Say for instance, like you label your video, you dog walking. I'm just making something up. You dog walking, and you say, I'm dog walking, but I feel like I just want to jump in the pool and drown myself because this is hard. It's like too much into the title, to the point a lot of people not going to resonate with that title because it's not making any sense. It's like it's just over the top. And that's what ended up happening with me. I had to start making my topics. I ended up going back on some of my videos and changing my topics, my topic titles, to something that was more what I was actually talking about. If you're talking about something, go to that title and make it something that's implemented around what you're talking about, and be more informative. Like, it can't be over the top to the point it sounds like you're trying to make people guess. That guessing part works for people that got thousands of subscribers. I'm gonna tell you right now, clickbait is not good for small channels. I can definitely testify to that. Remember, your audience does not know you. And when they don't know you, they will not click on your channel because it's not making sense to them. It's like, yo, who are you? You nobody. Not to say you nobody, but I'm going to be honest. Starting off, you are nobody. So you do not want to mislead people when you are a nobody just starting. Because remember, you are trying to get your audience. And if you're trying to get your audience, the best thing to do is to do that. Be very straightforward. You know, have your thumbnail be associated with your title. And also, don't consume yourself so much into the YouTube Studios app, because it's going to start to make you feel like, damn, it's going to keep you up. I'm going to tell you that right now. Starting off, I will be lying to you. It is going to keep you up because it's like a natural high. And anyone knows when you do something in the beginning, like it's going to give you a natural high. And one thing that I can definitely tell you, I did a video and I got a lot of views. And it was a video on talking about I think the struggle of YouTubers that is I forgot what it's called, poverty, something like that. I forgot what the video was called. You can look at my channel, you'll be able to find the video. And it's with Dante and the Dash girl. And I can't quite remember what I was talking about, but I was just talking about people coming from the struggle, coming up. Well, I end up doing that video, but I also made some videos afterwards that was not associated with YouTube. It's like I went off the grid. That's another thing. I'm going to talk about that in a later video of things not to do that I started picking up on. And it's a lesson, it's a lesson learned. But the main goal is to get more subscribers and talk about stuff that you can be relatable to, and also be able to help people, because your journey is to help people, especially in the beginning. And then you can kind of go off of that over to something else, and because you already monetized and you got the viewer count, but at the same time you want to also be relatable, because this journey that you're in, it's a journey that you're actually in, because a lot of us are in that same journey. And a lot of us that are in that same journey is going to be able to be relatable to you, because you're going to be like, oh, I did that. Or it's going to be a video that you look at, probably of mine, you be like, oh, that's how he was able to get more subscribers and more people to look at his video, because he did this differently. And that's the thing. That's what you want to be relatable about. Not something that you're trying to fluff and put people into a situation where so they start watching your video and 5 minutes in, they're like, yo, this video ain't talking about nothing that the topic that you clicked on. Like, it makes no sense. And I had to pick that up. I used to get consumed with looking at other videos that I felt as though like, oh, clickbait. Nah, don't clickbait. And also, I'm going to get into that too on another video about things to not do on your channel that's going to kill your viewers. And, oh man, I had to learn the hard way, and I had to change some stuff up. One of the main reasons why I say you have to actually stop looking at the YouTube studios is one of the main reasons, and one of the main reasons only, is because it will discourage you if you're not seeing the results that you were looking for. If you're not seeing these results that you was looking for, you're going to end up stopping, or you're going to slow down, especially if you're posting a lot. So I would advise that if you're going to look at it, do it at least once a week. If you do it once a week, I'm going to say this, if you do it once a week, you at least be able to gauge what's working and what's not. But if you're only posting one video a week, then that's different. That means that you're just doing one video and you're not going to be able to really grow as much unless you're just talking about something that majority of the people out here are looking for. So that can kind of sway things into a different direction for you, But if you're doing that, like you're just checking, it's going to end up weighing down on you. And I don't want you to get discouraged, because one thing about this YouTube thing, the consistency and how easy it is to get discouraged is all behind of your viewership, of people not looking at your videos. Just imagine waking up every day, every single day, you just looking at the YouTube Studio app, and eventually you just get to a point like, damn, ain't nobody looking at this. And then you start looking at other videos of other people that's making similar stuff, and you start noticing, damn, how come I'm not getting views? But what you're missing is how long these people been on YouTube. A lot of them been on for a long time, so they got a lot of subscribers. And that's another thing. When you try to put yourself up against other people, you are going to be misled into thinking you're doing something wrong. That's why you have to post and do a lot of videos. And when I say a lot, I don't mean putting up 100 videos. I mean, like, in a week, at least put up 3 to 4. At least 3 to 4. Don't fall into the category of just doing every single day. It's not in everybody to do every single day. Some people don't have nothing to talk about every single day because their brain don't garner that type of consistency to be able to post something every day. But what you do end up having is, if you're doing at least 3 to 4 times out the week, at least you put thought behind your videos. I hope you did. I hope you just put out videos where as though you just looking at the camera and like, yeah, this YouTube thing is it's wild. Yo, they gonna click off. I'm telling you right now, I seen a couple videos like that. I'm not gonna even lie to you. I seen a couple, and those videos, I clicked off within like the first 20 seconds. So I'm probably one of the ones they looked at and it was like, damn, they clicked off my video fast. But what's crazy is some videos I seen that I clicked off fast, and they had damn near like 200 to 300 something views. I don't know. I think I don't know. It might have been their title. Honestly, that might have been why I clicked on it, because I seen a lot of views, and a lot of views made me kind of click on that video because I thought they was talking about something. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. Everybody ain't everybody's appetite. I'm gonna say that. Your appetite, I might not be your appetite. Like you might not be somebody like, yo, I might be a little bit too much energetic or something, or I might be not the person's speed. Some people like people more mellow. Like, yo, this is how I'm doing on YouTube. Like when I watch, I guess, because I'm a hyper person. So sometimes everything doesn't float everybody's boat. Like it's just like, yo, I need somebody a little bit more high sprung. And normally people resonate with other people like that because you can fall asleep with some people. You know what I mean? It's just slow. Not slow, but you know what I'm talking about. Slow as the way they talking, it can put you to sleep. Like, you're like, damn, I done crashed out listening to this person. It's like that sometimes. So I'm gonna say this, like, when you're looking at your analytics and everything, don't let it consume you. Look at it once a week, and then look at it, see how many videos you don't put out. If you put out 3 to 4, or even 5, you able to look at your videos and say, yo, okay, let me see why it didn't resonate. Let me see how many people looked at it, if I only got a couple of views, see where the retention was at. You able to at least dissect it and look at your first couple of videos. But if you look at that one video, I'm gonna tell you right now, starting off, the CT, what is it? The CT, SPO, PO, OOP, whatever that number. It's that what is it? CTR, the click rate. I forgot what that's called. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it don't resonate off your first 2 to 3 videos. Sometimes it take at least 4 to 5 videos for it to actually get into the algorithm, because your video might go out to 4 people. Literally, when you first put up a video, it might go out to only 4 people, and I have seen my video do that. And you can see that in your I guess it's expressions, whatever, something like that. You know what I'm talking about. You can see it. But when you see it, you're like, damn, it only went out to 4 people? Ain't nobody gonna click on your video with 4 people. You might get a click, and it'll show that it only had 1 view. You're like, damn, that's good, but why nobody else clicked on it? Because it just went across just the timeline of 4 people. That's why a lot of times, like, you cannot get consumed by that. So you look at that and you gather that information, but you might do it off of that first video. So as the week go, start to try to put yourself into a repetitive state of mind to say, look, I'm not going to look at the studios till Friday. If it's Saturday, don't look at it till Friday or next Saturday. But put videos out. If you put them out after that week, you're able to at least have enough information to be able to look at your video and be like, oh, okay, I see. Not that many people look at my video. But then also, like I told you before, once you at the end of the week, you able to actually look at your titles and say, oh, okay, you know what? I'm going to change up my titles. Go back to those older videos and change those titles up to make more sense, to be more relatable. Especially if you was over the top with those titles. Remember, I talked about that earlier. If you was over the top with those titles, then you have a week of looking at videos and looking at the studios to gather at least some information. Because if you keep looking at studios, you're not getting no information. You're going to do what I did. Changing titles after the video been out for 2 days. Sometimes I even changed it after 1 day. I'm like, I'm changing the titles. Like I got 1,000 subscribers. Like, why ain't nobody look at my videos? It's not that. You're not reaching as many people because you're a small channel just starting. And you don't have a lot of subscribers. So sometimes that's how it falls on deaf ears. It's only able to reach out to certain people. So you gotta still be consistent. So just keep doing that, rocking out, and you don't have anything to worry about. You know what I mean? That's the play that I noticed with YouTube. YouTube don't reward you if you sitting up there putting minimal effort in and you're making these 5-minute videos. I can't say if it has a thing of making short videos, but I say for small creators, you definitely want to be talking about something, and also having videos that actually, where people can actually be relatable, and also have enough time of that video to be able to play so people can look at your video and dissect it. A 3-minute video ain't gonna really resonate to a lot of people because you're not putting as much information into that video. So a lot of times I started doing that. I started trying to put out videos because I had something in my brain. But at the end of the day, sometimes it's best to just sit down and get a lot of your information in so you can make a nice lengthy video. Not real long, but long enough where as though a person's able to sit down, dissect that video. So if they ever want to come back to it, they're like, oh, okay, I'm going to pause that. I can hear that. Okay, I see what he's talking about. You know what? I'm going to use this method. That's what it took for me to start understanding how YouTube actually works. You're not going to understand it in the beginning. So, and that's another thing. You're not going to understand it in the beginning. So that's why I say, don't consume and kill your mental by consuming it with looking at the YouTube Studios app all the time. And I'm victim to that. So I can definitely tell you, you're going to fall victim to it too, till you actually structure your brain to say, yo, let me stop doing this. All right? Good luck.